Okay guys, today we're going to look at the nvidia GeForce GTX 580. Apparently this is the one by EVGA, the super clocked edition. I'll talk about that in a sec. This is supposed to be the world's fastest video card at the moment. We'll get back to that in a sec. This is what it looks like in my system. It requires one 8-pin and a 6-pin connector up to the power supply. Note I'm running the Antec Quattro 1000, and it does power two of the GTX 580s in SLI. So don't worry guys, it will work. But I wouldn't honestly recommend going to this power supply just because the amps on the 12 volt rails are just a little bit weak, because the video card recommends 42 amps or above. This guy has four 12 volt rails at 18 amps each, something around there. So when I ran 3D Mark and it ran that one demo with the dragon flying over the water or whatever, it crashed, restarted the computer. I don't know if it's due to temperature or it's just a power supply. But when you're looking at power supply, make sure all your 12 volt rails are above 25. I'd recommend 25 to 30 amps minimum to run these two in SLI. The power consumption is around like 800 with like an i7, 12 gigs of RAM. Going by reviews and benchmarks. So here's the box, EVGA GTX 580 Super Clocked Edition. They claim they're the #1 seller in the US. They got a picture of the back panel of the card with the 2 DVIs and the mini HDMI, and they have it labeled here, which is nice. And then when you open it, do not return to store, refer to the EGA number, contact them online or by the phone number, yada yada. So here it is, the GTX 580, the main features: DirectX 11, CUDA cores, OpenGL5, nvidia physics, pure HD technology, 2-way, 3-way, SLI, and 4-way. If you have a big enough power supply for 4-way, I wouldn't recommend it because you won't get too much performance going to like 3-way to 4-way. It's your regular PCI Express, and yeah. Built for DirectX 11. You get surround gaming and playing 3D. You could play 3D on 3 different screens as well. And this is the software they give you with it. And when you look at it on the side, let's turn this off here quickly. There we go. Yeah, 600 watt greater power supply with the 42 amps. That's what I was talking about over there. One 6-pin and one 8-pin. And then this is what the package contains. CUDA core, SLI, nvidia physics, 3D ready. And I've already opened it. They give you 2 notes for contact info. So when you open it, you get this box. It will say EVGA on it. And then you'll open it up. You'll find your drivers and your manual, and then another user guide that tells you how to connect it. Note, this is a GTX 460. I'm getting rid of that. But it's the same bundle. You get your mini HDMI to HDMI adapter. That you don't get with it. It's just an SLI bridge. That's a 8-pin, so this will plug into your video card, and then it runs out to two 6-pin connectors, which you'll run two 6-pin into that if you need to. I don't need any of these. This is a 6-pin to a two 4-pin to a two 4 Molex connectors. They're like fan connectors, so you should have plenty of those. So beyond that, let's go look at the card. This is the back of the card. I took one of them out on my system. And then you flip it over. Let's put it on here. You flip it over. It says GTX 580. It's got your EVGA logo here. Note the overclocked edition, the superclocked, is the identical version to the Call of Duty Black Ops Edition card. The only difference is I think you get a different poster, and the back plate here is the different finish. But in terms of clock speeds and everything, they're identical. Nice thing, it says nvidia here. Here's the back. Here's the back of the card, guys. I just cut the hole a little bit bigger so more airflow comes on the back end of it. As you can see here now. So as you can see, the one GTX 580 running MSI Afterburner, nothing overclocked. If you can't tell, it says 797 megahertz, 2025, and the fan speed's auto. It's identical to the Black Ops Edition, and if you're worried about temperature, just before I did this video it was at 35. So it's running 32 here. And this is the pre-overclocked edition by EVGA. I'm going to apply a new thermal paste to that card, the Arctic Silver 5, and see if that helps. And I'll post my video later.